Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. My name is Alex Dodds. Welcome to Dodds Diaries. Today is Thursday, 6th of September. It's now 9:25, and today, for my third day here in Salou, we're not going to be spending the whole day in Salou today. We're actually going to go 110 kilometers up north to the capital city of the state of Catalonia. That is, of course, Barcelona. Now, out of the whole week, this is probably going to be the most challenging as well, because obviously, if any capital city, there's always going to be a chance something could happen, just like with Paris last year, which at least nothing did. So this will be we'll be going into RENFE territory. It'll actually be my first ever train journey abroad as well. Because last year in Paris we only went on the Metro RER and of course the Eurostar. This year, go on the RENFE trains. When we get to Barcelona, we'll also go on the Metro system there as well. We'll be going to a few places. I think there's a street called La Rambas as well. And there's a nice beach to have a look at as well. There are two big stations. The biggest one there will be Barcelona Sants. We're going to walk to the station here in Salou and catch the 10:04 train, and we're due there for about 20 to 12. So let's enjoy today. So we're just walking along the road that will take us to the station, and thankfully today the weather is looking a lot better. Last night's tropical storm was quite spectacular to watch, but it's going to be a lovely weather all day today. Coming into platform 4 is a train heading south. That's one of the like intercity RENFE trains. And this is our train coming up here. On a packed train.
¿Qué tal? Buen día, luego la bien.
Just leaving PortAventura, and also up there is Ferrari Land.
No, no, y es que además tengo que
Propera parada, Torredembarra.
De verdad, ahí se va a llegar de nuevo.
Propera parada, Barcelona Sants. Pròxima parada, Barcelona Sants.
First time ever, here I am in Barcelona, capital of Catalonia. This is Barcelona Sants station. There are 2 big terminals. It's the train we got off here. That's going to go to the other one. It's a major station this, it's all underground. Trains from here to Madrid, the capital, it's 2.5 hours. You can also get the train from here to Paris as well. Trains go to other destinations in Spain as well. This station definitely reminds me of Birmingham New Street Station. This here is one of RENFE's TGV style trains, intercity style. Down here, you can see SNCF TGV that brought to Paris. That is what we saw last year. We're standing on platform 13. Now have a look around. Those 14 platforms. It looks at this station is more spacious than Birmingham New Street and a lot less clutter as well. There's a couple of more RENFE trains down there. I'd love to go on one of those fast ones. I don't think I will while I'm over here. One thing I can say with this station, it is absolutely hot and sweaty down here. It's 12:25. We've done enough here, and I tell you what, I'm very impressed the amount of trains in and out here. With 14 platforms, this station has 2 more than what Birmingham New Street has. We're finished here. We're now going to go and take in the sights and sounds of Barcelona. This is the beauty going abroad, visiting places that you've never been to ever in your life. We will do the other terminal later on, and we'll go to the seafront as well. Now the street I really want to look at is, I think it's called Las Ramblas. It's one of the most famous streets in Europe. But what I hear, there's a lot of pickpocketing around in this city, so me and my mum have to be extremely careful. Right, go for our first ride on the Barcelona Metro. We did get a bit lost at some point, but we're just getting the hang of this. Right, here I am for the first time in Barcelona city centre. We're outside the Catalonia metro stop, and what we come to see to start with is one of the most famous streets in Europe, La Rambla. And this is it here. Very long street it is. Road either side, and a lot of it's pedestrianised as well. We're going to absolutely enjoy it today. We have to be back at Sand Station for the 9:05 train back to Salou. But for today, let's enjoy it here. Let's take a long walk down here. Now, obviously I've had my first ride on the Barcelona metro system. It's a good system. Quite cool as well, the train's fully air-conned. It seems a bit more modern than Paris, I think. It's not as big as London, and it's not as big as Paris either when I've looked at the map. But for we're getting two day tickets, €8.90 each. And that is very impressive, that. Right, we are in Barcelona's Gothic quarter, and we have come here to see one of the most famous buildings in the whole city, Barcelona Cathedral. And that looks absolutely stunning to see. So far we're doing well. It's just a matter of just planning out on the map as we go along where to go and all that. After here, we're then going to do the other terminal. It's called Estacio de Franca, I think that's what it's called.
Qué pena me das.
it's now 3:25. Now at Barcelona's other big terminal, Estacio de Franca. This is where the trains do run from Sants through to here. Sants is a straight through station, so the one we got to here actually terminates here. And we're actually going to go from here tonight. Now, when I look at this station, it's more like King's Cross Station, but on a bend. It looks kind of massive as well. So you've got a load of RENFE trains here, like the intercity ones as well as the regional ones here. We'll be here for about 30-40 minutes. So, looking at Station de Franca, it has 15 platforms, all of which on a curve. So, looking at this station, it's got a bit of King's Cross to it with these two overroofs, but also it reminds me of Brighton Station as well. This looks like the more quieter station, not as busy as a Sants Station, which is all underground. And at least here, we've got hot sunshine as well, and it is scorching hot out here. was one of the trains we got from Salou to here. They actually remind me of the old Southwest trains, later Gatwick Express, Class 442s. Here in Spain there are no diesels or third rail trains, it's all overhead wires. Right, the time is now 20 past 4. We'll finish it here. Had a good session. Not as busy as a sand station. Still, it was good. I get the train from here tonight at about 8:45 back to Salou. Now, I'm going to go to the beach area. We haven't done much sightseeing in Barcelona apart from going down the Rambla and seeing the Cathedral, so we do need to pick it up a bit. We haven't got much time left. So, off we go. Right, we're on one of Barcelona's beaches, which doesn't seem to be as packed as Salou. And just as I speak, we've got more rumbles of thunder. Which is so, and we didn't even bring out packer mats, so it might lash down any moment. Oh dear. A few tall buildings in the background over there, heading down towards the harbour area. Still on the Balriad Sea. If you head straight out the way we're looking now, you'll be actually heading towards Menorca. That'll be nice to go. Hope that sunshine does come back. We are heading back to the metro station, and we are in a race with the weather, because we can hear a lot of thunder again. The next place we're going to go to, I want to go and have a look at, in fact, that was a drop of rain, just came down. In fact, it's coming now. The next thing I want to do is I want to go and have a look at the stadium of Barcelona FC. So I need to get back on the metro. Salou, just outside the Catalonia stop, just off Las Rambla. Change of plan, we're going to get the 7:15 train back to Salou from Estacio de Franca, just where we were just now. Unfortunately, the weather's just took a turn and we just want to get back to somewhere more sunny. Meantime, we've got a lovely water feature here. This is lovely there. There's also a water feature somewhere over here. I think it lights up at night time. It's been a good day here in Barcelona, but we should have maybe planned it a bit better. Maybe another year we'll come back and we'll hopefully see a bit more. But still, it's been good to come here. Attach this one back to Salou. It should take about an hour and a half. We've got one of the regional express trains. Sound, it reminds me of the network of trains from London and the southeast. we stop at another station, and then we stop at Barcelona Sants. We head out the city, and down the coast. least that station looks better than Sunderland, I should say. This train will go non-stop for a good 35 minutes. We're heading south away from Barcelona, just passing a station here, Gava station. The heavens have opened, but thankfully we are getting away from all this. The heavens have really opened out there. I'm sure we are passing through a tropical storm. See, water's just gone toast. This rain's probably 10 times worse than the typical British weather. Just coming up now, we're coming along the coast. We came up this line today and the scenery was just absolute brilliant going along the Boreal Sea. Going through these tunnels and across a few bridges. Yeah, it's all electric. All the lines in Spain are electric.
This train's a high-speed one.
No, it's not the high-speed one. But we've seen them today. The like TGV style ones, them ones that we saw. It's just like a commuter regional express type train. Starting to clear away now. We're not too far away from Salou now. We're just coming into Tarragona, which is a port city. It has got a beach as well. We're actually planning on coming here tomorrow afternoon. Apparently, it's a popular place of real enthusiasts, someone told me, and so we're quite a bit afraid might come here, but see what happens tomorrow. freight train just there actually, passing. I can see one. Compared to the UK ones, these here are much bigger. And this is Tarragona station here. This side's just stationary there. Just leaving the station, and just after here we actually branch off to a different line. There is another line, I think goes to Race from here, which is where we flew into on Tuesday. We've arrived back in Salou and we can feel the heat straight away, and we've come back to a freight RENFE train. These of course do look massive than British ones. This will go out, I'd imagine, eventually. A lot of people getting off the train here, I think they've come from Race Airport to Tarragona and then they've getting the train, or might have come from PortAventura perhaps. Meantime, we'll go to the front after this train's gone. You may notice there's a lot of water, a lot of standing water around. That's because, unfortunately, for the second night in a row, we have just had pretty much another tropical storm that's just come down. We think it's come down from Barcelona. So we've just had a few flashes of lightning there. So what we're going to do is have a race back to the hotel before it starts raining by, not by the bucket full, but by the ocean full out here. Still some flashes of lightning going around. Yeah, as you can see, Salou. Aye. Yeah, definitely can't rush here, yeah. Apparently Benidorm back in August had flash flooding, and now, look, tonight, Salou has got the flash flooding. Just like this. Well, we didn't actually plan on going to a water theme park, but I suppose this sort of makes up for not actually being able to get to one. Oh well, never mind. Oh, just had another flash there. There's another flash of lightning that. We'll take another look at the flash flood that's now here happening in Salou. Although I think it's still called Salou, although at the moment it's fast becoming like Venice now, with all the water in that. That could be somewhere I maybe visit another year. Italy, maybe. See, look at this, all the cars are having to just creep through. Taking it very, very slowly. Just before we go into the hotel, we popped into the Rose and Crown pub, just round the corner. I've got a pint of Estrella here, which is brewed in Barcelona. €2.50. Now that's brilliant. Roughly about $2.20 in British pounds sterling. Man here's having half a lager and lime. Is that nice?
Oh, have you put on the doors?
Yes, I have, yes.
Okay, could please give Daniel a big round of applause for having put a ticket out.
Right, back at the hotel now. It's now 1:45 midnight. There are still some flashes of lightning still in the sky. Although most of it, the sky is clearing. Just saw a couple of flashes there. You might see some in a few moments. But there was a bang there. Oh, might have just seen that. Just hoping that that lightning doesn't come back again. Anyway, today's part. For the first time ever, I went to the Catalonian capital, Barcelona. We got the train from here to Barcelona. Takes about an hour and 20 minutes. Could take less than that, depends how many stations it stops at. The train stopped at like PortAventura, Tarragona and a few other stations. Got to Barcelona Sants station and started filming straight away, no problems at all. That station sort of reminds me of Birmingham New Street actually. It's got a bit of Euston to it as well. All the platforms are completely underground, all 14 of them. Platforms 1 to 6, you need to get your bag searched before going on them because they're like longer distance. You also get trains to Paris from there as well, whereas we were on like the regional trains side, so we were alright there. Barcelona, it's a nice city. We went to a few sites. La Rambla, that's what we wanted to see. Went and saw the Cathedral as well. Unfortunately, we didn't really plan it much, so we didn't see as much as what we'd like to see. We were also a bit pressed for time as well, and the weather wasn't on our side later on in the evening. As well as Barcelona Sants, we went around on the Barcelona metro system, no problem. And also, I did the other station, Barcelona Station de Franca. But anyway, at the station, it was just like Brighton actually, with a bit of King's Cross to it, because the roofs were about as tall as King's Cross. It was also a bit more quieter than Barcelona Sants station. So I got a good selection of RENFE trains in both stations, as well as of course in Sants I got the TGV that came from Paris, Gare de Lyon. Then afterwards we got the train from Barcelona back to here. So a freight train as well for the second time this week here in Salou. It was good. We got back to the front, it was nice and dry, but then a few spits of rain came, and then as we were sitting at McDonald's having our dinners, bang, comes the thunder and rain. And for the second night in a row, a tropical storm. There are still some flashes of lightning still happening in the sky. You probably just saw that as well. I'm just hoping that that doesn't come back. So eventually we made it through, and we had a couple of drinks in the Rose and Crown. The one thing I love about here in Spain, there are a load of English pubs, as well as Scottish and Irish, so at least we get a taste of home over here, which is what I love. And €2.50 for €2.50 for a pint of Estrella, which is brewed in Barcelona, was actually very nice. Mainly nearly the same as what it is in some British pubs, but still cheap at least. There are some pubs in the UK which, as you know, cost a lot more for pints. Oh, that was another flash, that. Let's have a look and see if we can find another few more flashes. We can see a few more. Oh, well, when I went to McDonald's, I thought I'd try McDonald's beer for the first time. That was very nice as well. So I've actually had a couple of drinks tonight. Could do with having a few more though. There's got to be some more of that. See, it's all wet. Right down here in the whole hotel and that. In fact, Salou, the town centre itself, has been flooded. I'm just hoping that this bit of thunder is actually passing over. Anyway, tomorrow the weather is looking good, so in the morning I'll be straight on the beach and just relaxing, soaking up the sun for quite a few hours, and then in the afternoon planning on going to Tarragona. There's another railway line that joins there, and hopefully get some freight trains over there as well. What I've noticed with Spanish freight trains is that they're much bigger than the British ones. Good night. Adios, amigos. Hola. Buenos dias. Hello, good morning. Today is Friday, 7th of September. Time is now 9:15. And here, my 4th day in Salou, Costa da Roda. Gonna go back to the beach again this morning. Have a bit more fun on that, because the beach here is just absolutely beautiful, and so is the sea. And also today we're going to have a ride up to Tarragona. We went through there yesterday, we went to Barcelona. It's a bit more of a busier station, and I think it gets freight trains a bit more as well, so I'm going to go and have a look at that. Then we'll come back in the evening and then just chill out as usual. It's a nice beautiful morning here in Salou. Hopefully there's going to be no more flash flooding, any more thunderstorms like what there has been the last 2 nights. I wonder if some people from the UK are trying to spoil my holiday and send me a load of thunderstorms. You know, this view I've got from the hotel is lovely, with the 2 pools down there. I'm glad to have some in those one morning. Meantime, let's enjoy today. So as usual, we're going to go on Leveland Beach, and from here I can see it looks beautiful again, and the weather, there's hardly a cloud in the sky. So we're on the beach now. The sand is still a little bit wet off last night's storm, but this will dry out quickly and it'll heat up again as the day goes on. But meanwhile, it's just another beautiful morning on here. And the views, what you get looking down the coast, are spectacular as well. I'm going to be going for another dip in the Boreal Sea in just a bit. having a lovely day on the beach. Meantime, I'm tucking into a bottle of Spain's finest drinks, Desperados. It's absolutely divine. And this bottle here was only €3.50. It's getting very packed now. A lot more people are joining. I think I'll be having a couple of more dips in that sea today. We'll be going off the beach shortly, going along to the station to get the train to Tarragona. Meantime, before we do, let's have another little walk on Leven Beach. Beautiful today. Let's take a walk to the shore. Sea water here is just brilliant. It's like crystal clear. So you draw someone in there so you can see all the way through. We'll be back on here end of the day, probably nearly every day now, between now and the end. It's absolutely wonderful. See right the way over to the that's the more lively area just over there. You think how hot it is here? I wonder how hot it is far out the sea in Mallorca, for example. Now there's a rock down, something down there. I wonder what that is. I don't think that is what you can see from Benidorm. Could be. Oh, it's lovely scenery having all those mountains in there. Cambrils is somewhere down that way. We'll be going there one day. You know, as Madonna would say, La Isla Bonita, which I think means this beautiful island. This is just absolute amazing. It's a shame we don't have anything like this in the UK. The nearest probably get to this is Bournemouth Beach. There's a few different flags up here, you can see. Far left, that's the flag of Salou. The second one, that's the flag of Spain. Third one, that's the flag of Catalonia. And then the fourth one is of course the flag of Europe. Right, we're at Salou station. We'll get our tickets to go to Tarragona. Bit of a strange this here because platform heights are at different levels in places. Oh, and the level crossing there. Be very careful because trains. I've seen trains go over the barriers actually up over here. And also the level crossing laws in this country are different than the UK as well.
Traveling from platform 4.
I was like trying to open it.
Just coming up to PortAventura and Ferrari land. Look at that ride there. That actually goes up there, over the top and back down. I don't think I could really manage that. Definitely not. Right, now at Tarragona station. We've come a few stops down from Salou. This station, we've got a few platforms and it looks a bit more modern as well. Like it's had a refurb in that. As well as trains from Salou, Cambrils and further south. The line from Reyes Airport, well Reyes and another place joins here as well. And I think there's some freight around here as well. Now, Tarragona is a port city and a province as well. In fact, Salou was within the province of Tarragona. Got a lovely sea view here, that's the Balriac Sea, and the beaches are just over there as well. That looks quite impressive.
platform 2.
Bitllets o abonaments de regionals, ni els bitllets o abonaments de rodalia. Euromed, procedente de Barcelona Estacio de Franca. Destino
Valencia, Joaquín Sorolla.
Vía 1. Para este tren no son válidos los billetes o abonos de regionales ni los billetes o abonos de cercanías.
Euromed, traveling from Barcelona Estacio de Franca. Destination
Valencia, Joaquín Sorolla.
Platform 1. Neither regional tickets or regional season tickets, nor suburban tickets or suburban season tickets can be used on this train.
This is one of RENFE's Alvia intercity trains. They look like TGVs, what you see in France. Now, we got a return from Salou to here on a regional ticket, and this is one of the trains you can't use it on. This is going to go to Valencia. I think it stops at Salou, and then it's a good 2.5 hour journey down the coast to Valencia. Right, I've done enough here in the station. Now I'll have a look around at the beach and other things. Bit disappointed, I thought there would be some freight coming through, but I haven't seen a single one yet. But under 2 hours before we go back to Salou.
Atenció, sisplau. Senyors clients, no creuin les vies. Utilitzin els passos subterranis. Atención, por favor. Señores clientes, no crucen las vías. Utilicen los pasos subterráneos.
Attention, please. Do not cross the tracks. Please use the underpasses.
So here is Tarragona Beach. The tide has come right the way in. It doesn't seem to be as busy as Salou. Salou is of course the more busier resort. And this is what I love at the beach. If they even stand from up here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but just look at the reflection the sun has on the water. You can actually see right the way to the bottom. That's just how beautiful the Balearic Sea is. I would just love to go and have another swim in that, but not today, but still got some more beach action to come in Salou. Right, pretty much done with Tarragona. It's now 5 to 5. Just before we head back to the station, we'll have another look at this beautiful sea. Looks absolutely stunning. Clear blue, you can see the seabed as well. Whereas in England, the North Sea, you can't even see anywhere near the bottom. We'll catch the train back to Salou at 5:25. We're down from the station just over there. This is like more of a quieter resort, I think. There's like Tarragona and Cambrils as well as a quieter place. You know, if you don't want like the lively bits included, then come here. Oh, and here's a RENFE Alvia train. One of the intercity trains, TGV style. They look kind of good, them trains. Maybe another year if I come back to Spain, let a ride on one of these, because our tickets are not actually valid on this. We've actually got regional express tickets. Returns from Salou to here.
Barcelona Estacio de Franca, destino concourse, vía 1. Enlazará con el tren regional, destino Valencia Estación del Norte.
Regional Express traveling from Barcelona Estacio de Franca station.
Right, it's now coming up to 6:15. We've just arrived back in Salou. Sunny Salou, I should say. We're going to walk back to the hotel for our rest and our dinner, and then we'll come back out once again to the front. I'm just hoping tonight we don't get any more tropical storms like we did the last 2 nights here. Alright, back in the hotel. It's now 25 to 7. We're just resting for a bit and just freshening up before we go back out, go out for dinner and then go to the front. While we're resting, I thought I would give a shout out to two friends who wanted us to give a shout out to them. Alexandra Reynolds and James Richardson from south of England. Hello. How you doing? Hope you're still all doing well. We're having a lovely time over here in Spain. Hope to see you one day. Right. Out we go again. It is now 20 to 9. We'll have a look around the shops area and of course as usual to the sea, look around the seafront. At least tonight the weather does look a lot more promising than what it has been the last 2 nights. Feels quite hot and humid out here. I love these palm trees. If I could grow one in my garden, I would. So tonight we've gone for a 6 on the beach 1 litre cocktail. Little taste. It's lovely. I've got another sip. Very nice indeed. And after this, probably go back to Rose and Crown pub for another drink. Well, that cocktail was lovely. That 6 on the beach cocktail, I'm used to having that. I'm in the nightclubs in the northeast of England. Meantime, me and my mum are just gonna have just a little walk again along the front here, and then I think I'll just go straight back to the hotel because for some reason I'm just getting a bit tired tonight. But still, having a lovely holiday. Still got a few more days of sea, sunshine and Spanish hospitality to go. I love it. Here, what looks like Woody Woodpecker, I think, is out of PortAventura World. Alright, back in our hotel now. Today's been another good day here in Salou. Once again, we went out on the beach this morning. It's pretty much the same routine now for us every day here, just getting used to it now. I suppose when we go back to the United Kingdom, it's going to be a bit hard, because we'll have to get back to the old routine again. Thankfully, at least tonight, no sign of any thunder or rain. We did see flashes earlier on. We thought it was thunder, but we think it actually might have been fireworks. You know, it's going to be different when we're home next week. Not waking up to a view where you've got 2 swimming pools outside. The views out here are brilliant. I still need to get a dip in one of these pools. So this afternoon we went to Tarragona, which is a port city. It's also a province as well. In fact, here Salou is in the province of Tarragona. We didn't go in the city area. We only had a couple of hours there. The station was good. It looked like it had been updated. I got a range of RENFE trains and got a couple of freight as well. So another good Spanish train spotting session. And we were right next to the sea as well, so it made for even more spectacular views. The beach was right next to the station as well. I think Tarragona is one of those places where if you just want a quieter holiday, then you're probably best off going there. Lights of there and Cap de Salou and Cambrils, etc. After that we came back. We've been out for a cocktail tonight and came back to this hotel for another drink, game of pool, a little bit of entertainment, and now time to go to bed. Tomorrow we are going to go and have a look at Cap de Salou. We were going to go the other day, but I think we were a bit too busy on Salou Beach. Cap de Salou, I think it's a more of a rocky area, not as much beach there, but again it's just a different area for us to have a look at. I think we might get the little road train that'll go around there, or even the bus. Follow me on Twitter, AlisDoes4, the link is on the bottom left hand corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part. Good night.